get to Skubal kind of early and then have things end the way it did tonight? Does it feel kind of like a missed opportunity?
I don't know. I'm not looking at it as a missed opportunity. No, I'm looking at it as a well-fought game, facing the best pitcher in baseball, who I think we battled pretty well tonight. You know, you put 3 runs on the board. We've made him work in some innings pretty well. You know it's going to be a challenging game when you show up and you're going to be out there facing them. So to be in it and to have several chances to win the game, that's kind of what you're looking for. You know, when we had our our at-bats with guys out there, we had chances to make it happen. Just the way it all kind of played out situationally, we weren't able to get it done. But to be battling it out into extra innings, when you're starting with Skubal on the mound, and you know what, you'll take that. And honestly, we feel like we should have won the game, but we didn't win the game.
It was 67 pitches before he got his first strikeout. Anything in particular that stood out to you about the at-bats against such a good pitcher?
Well, what we didn't want to do was mirror the outing that he had against us the last time. We wanted to avoid over-aggressiveness. We wanted to see the ball and kind of recognize what he was doing before we just went out there swinging. Even the first inning, we go out there, we had 3 at-bats or 4 at-bats, whatever it was. Good swings, good at-bats, working them. I was impressed with that. We didn't score 8 runs off them, but I like the types of at-bats that we had off them. And I think we made really good adjustments as a team against him. Yeah.
Eddie is the first lefty to hit a home run off the Skubal this year. What does that say about the work Eddie's been doing?
Ed had a great day today too. He did a lot of good things today. He had good at bats out there. You're looking for someone to kind of get you going and get the offense rolling against Skubal, and Ed kind of got us there. He's kind of waking everybody up. It was a great swing off of him, but then he had another really good at bat off him later on, and lines another one. But no, it was a good day for Ed, and obviously Skubal's he's always good, but he's been almost unhittable against lefties this year, and probably before that. But the way our guys approach the at bats. Eddie had, the best of the at-bats for the left-handers, but our guys went up there and competed. Don't go up there and just guess and potentially have a kind of a lost at-bat. No, our guys all went up there and competed well.
I think that's only Eddie's 11th appearance at first base in the major leagues, and he made a couple of pretty solid plays over there. Is this something you see him growing into?
Yeah, I think that comes with experience. And, he hasn't played much over there. You're seeing a little bit at a time from him on different types of plays. It might not always be. You want everyone to get it, everything they're doing right away. But experience, it matters a lot. And it's picking it up one play at a time, where you approach it differently today than maybe you would have approached it last week or last year. So I see him making those adjustments. And, when he's swinging the bat like that and, contributing on both sides, it's what you're looking for, and he did it for us tonight.
And your ejection, was that, did you know if the ball hit the ground, and were you hoping to hit the umpires at least?
So I don't know if anyone in the ballpark can sit here and tell me whether or not it hit the ground or not, but I thought it absolutely might have hit the ground, and even after looking at the replays, I think it's almost impossible. It was really close, and Dingler kind of smothered the ball a little bit, and the view's somewhat obscure. Really, my only point here is the umpire doesn't know, and even the first base umpire really doesn't know. And the only way you can probably get the best idea of whether or not that ball was fouled off or not is just look at the ball. And he wouldn't look at it. And I don't know why he wouldn't look at it. I have a lot of respect for John. I don't know why he just wouldn't look at it. It would give everyone in the ballpark, especially him who's responsible for the call, the best idea of whether or not that ball was truly fouled off or not. And it's a huge moment. It's a huge moment. We've been battling for several hours facing a good team and the best pitcher in baseball, and it comes down to extra inning situations, those are big spots. And why don't we just look at the ball and just, if we look at it and there's not a big slab of dirt on the side of the ball, I just walk away and it's going to be fine, and everyone's going to realize he caught it, But I don't think anyone can tell me that for certain. And there was dirt flying all over the place, on the foul tip. I just wanted to know everything we could know, and they wouldn't look at the ball.